Wait a couple 30 seconds. What do you say?
How are you?
What's up? Not yet. Okay, 30 seconds? Not yet. I'm looking at the clock. It's only 22. Coming up on 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3. Go ahead.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. Thank you. Anybody from the public wish to address the board? Anybody from the public wish to address the board? Anybody from the public wish to address the board? Hearing none. We can't do that.
Yeah, you could. You don't have to vote on it. Oh, wait a minute.
There's a
You
motion.
can't discuss Mercado because you need a vote to.
Yeah,
put it on
I know.
the-
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Can't do that. I'm sorry?
No quorum.
See you, Ben. Oh, yeah. Second one, they couldn't do that either. And the third one, they can't do that either. That's for next time.
Next part for the minutes.
Okay, we need a motion for approval of the minutes of the special meeting of August 22nd, 2024. Oh, that's it. You can't, we have to
Can't
vote
do
on
it.
that too.
Yeah,
Oh,
vote
that's
on
right.
that.
I thought that was.
Sorry.
None of them could have.
Can't do 2.
Yeah, I guess you need.
I mean, you can't do 3 and you can do 4.
Communications with the budget worksheets in just a work in progress. We're not gonna talk about that. Bill, you want to talk about anything at this point? You want to wait till the down?
Finances is running about the same. There's a couple items that are like chemicals and, the plant maintenance
What's-
is a little bit, over, so otherwise we're looking at,
Percentages are good.
Yeah.
All the percentages are good.
yep.
Unfinished business nitrogen credit history, we have that for the board to look at. That's just their perusal, right, Bill?
Yeah, that was for, Marsilio. Asked for.
Oh,
the
yeah, Mr.
nitrogen for the
Marsilio,
10
that's
for the
right.
10 years.
I'm sorry, he did, yes.
Item
We
5.
wanted to find out the credits and all that for the last 10 years.
Yes,
This is what we got.
thank you.
So whatever you guys, you have it.
Item 5A, by the way, we just talked.
5A, yeah. 6, new business, WPCA meeting schedule is
Can't do it.
is
you can
in
vote.
close. We can't vote on it because we don't have a quorum, but that's, if there's any discussion that you might have later on, or you think we can change, it'd be good to have to look at.
It's always the second Wednesday of the month, right?
It's changed,
Huh?
It's changing it.
changes to Tuesday.
You gotta pay attention, Steve,
Change
on
that?
Tuesday,
Go to 6.
Tuesday.
Turn your pages to 6 out.
Keep going. Keep going. Nope, that's tied together.
Oh,
Keep flipping. Look at the top corner. See the thing? Next page.
keep going.
4A, 5B.
Why are we changing?
I don't know.
I can't get the dates and I can't find,
Oh,
yeah, can't get coverage.
Tuesday.
Tuesday would be a little bit easier if we can. With, coverage for the, taking the minutes and stuff.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
All right, the capacity information, you want to go over that, Bill?
So I just gave you guys the,
All the
Now we're
information?
going to 6B.
6B, it looks like this.
so 6B is just the capacity, so you guys are aware of where the capacity stands on each zone, sewer shed areas. Just so you have it for your notes, so when we have plans coming in, you have it.
Now, when somebody submits an application,
It is on there, yes.
right?
Yes.
Zone's on there, but the question is that I have that we've gone back and forth through this because the sewer sheds are just areas, but when somebody says like you have gallons available for allocation, it's the total capacity of the plant, not the individual sewer shed,
Right.
correct? So I just want to get clarified on that.
So, all right, let's just put it, yeah, this one I'm trying to. So I want to put something in zone, let's just say 1, because it's there. let's say one. And my thing says, my capacity is gonna be, I'm gonna be using 5,000 gallons per day. Well, as it stands right now, we're already over. According to these. Now, the new one, when we do the new one, we're gonna try to get it like situated this year with Buster on the Arrow, give or take, it depends how long it takes. That's what we need. This is what we're trying to clarify is these ones.
And how
So-
old is this?
Like, if an application comes in, let's just say like the one I wanted to discuss was. So they do the review and they go and they give you what that capacity is in that particular. Application, so just say that's the application, so they'll give you. Your screen of what it is, where it is.
Yep.
And then they'll show you.
So in other words,
They'll highlight where it is,
so
see what I'm saying?
one is 3380 over capacity
Correct.
right now.
Right now.
Correct.
Okay,
I just figured I'd let you guys know that this is kind of what we're working with right now, as far as capacity, that's it.
So I guess it's still, I guess my question still is on the table, which is. Let's say somebody comes for sewer shed one.
Yep.
Where in the world is that? Downtown,
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
and. We build a facility that does 10,000. We're over sewer shed one's capacity. But our overall capacity, we still have 876,000 gallons per day.
You got what, how much?
876,000 based on this. So. I'm just trying to understand. Do we have the ability? Or do we have the right or the power to say no because you're over sewer shed one capacity? Or because we have the gallons available. Of 876,000, we could still approve it. Because when
That's
you
would
look
be up
at-
to you guys, that's not my call, that's your.
Yeah, I'm just looking for clarification.
Yeah, I mean, that's would something be with a lawyer. I just figured I'd let you guys, here's what we have. So you're saying, say that again with zone one?
Right, so if you look at sewer shed
Yeah.
one, we're over 3,300
And
and 80
Right,
currently.
Yep.
Let's say a building goes in for 10,000 gallons per day.
Yep.
Would put it definitely over. But then if you look at the bottom, we have unassigned future industrial, unassigned future non-industrial, and unassigned septic systems failures, which add up to 876 with the overages of the other sewer sheds. So I guess it's a legal question, like you said.
Yeah,
like from a
well,
lawyer
because you-
perspective, like because we're over on sewer shed one, but because we have other capacity available. Are like where, like what are
can they
we up
use
to?
that? I don't know, that.
Right.
Yeah, that's beyond me. But it's something we could bring up to corporate council,
Yeah, because
absolutely.
I think that's kind of where a lot of us are at now. It's like, well, there's a lot of overdevelopment in certain areas. And then we also need to give this direction to P and Z and say, hey, based on corporate council and what we need to do, our corporation council, then, this is moving forward. If it's in these zones, you need to help make adjustments based on
Right.
rooms, capacity, whatever.
That's another thing we have to sit down and discuss is, how we need to get with P and Z because we're not talking, we're not driving. They're approving stuff that we're not even sure they can approve on our end. So we need to discuss that with them. For each project, I'm not saying that we have to be or do they have to come to WPCA? There's a lot of projects coming in, so you need to be aware what's.
well, one of the questions. that came up that I've been thinking about since we talked.
Mhm.
The other day is the way you made it sound. Can't,
Can't stop me.
yeah, so,
Yeah,
and
that's-
so you made the point, how are we doing here?
I don't know, that's another, I mean, there's like
That's- I
another,
mean, I think.
a lawyer, I'm not the lawyer,
We
so I
gotta
can't
get
tell you
together
that.
in an executive meeting. Get
Absolutely.
somebody down here with us and sort through some of this stuff
Mm-hmm.
because that makes no sense to me. It may very well be true, but if that's the case, it's kind of a moot point.
I know. That's just- I don't believe that for a minute, but. Because it's coming from an attorney saying that, but I can't see why. our rules and regulations and ordinances can't prove it, the one we looked at today.
Yeah.
That's a law.
Right.
I don't care what you say as an attorney, you can't violate this particular law or any other ones, but that's, again, since I've been on, we've been trying to talk to the attorneys, and I've never spoken to our attorney yet, once. I got that one from Stratford or wherever he got it from, Sears Roebuck, his license, I guess, I don't.
So, what you're asking for, Larry, just for clarification for us, is Bill should, or I or somebody should approach, planning and zoning head and the mayor and ask for a meeting with corporation counsel for the executive board that you want to put together here. Don, you make the call, Duncan, and let's say Pace, and maybe one more, and sit down and talk about this stuff.
Well, I think that's a great idea, but I think before we sit down with anybody, I think we should sit down amongst ourselves. You know, come up with what we want to talk about, questions we have, the things we might want to do. And, you know, put together some sort of agenda that we want to present, questions we want to ask, and things we want to get clarified, and then sit down with them.
Great idea.
Don, I guess I would come.
I don't know if, you know, everybody that wants to be
I mean, these
here.
are good
has-
questions.
Actually, in that case.
I don't know,
everybody
I
should be
mean,
here.
how am I supposed to know these questions?
You know, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
I know
I'm a sewer administrator, not
have
not a lawyer.
Marsilio here and something like that is very
knowledgeable.
Yeah, because he's doing this, you
For
know,
how many
as a
years?
public works director in 3 towns for the last 25 years, 30 years. So his background would be very helpful. Which is, I hate credit for that.
I don't want to get us off topic too much, but where are we at with reviewing sewer rates in comparison to the other towns in the area and stuff like that? And then based on sewer sheds, have we reviewed that, discussed?
Say that again? What do you want to know?
We were discussing based on different sewer sheds, different zones. Depending on where it goes to, right, whether it's Trumbull
Oh,
or.
you mean in Stratford?
Or Stratford.
So, and you say that is because you can't go by Stratford because Stratford, there's only a handful of people. Go to Bridgeport, I mean, Trumbull.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're being
there's only
billed
like 10
directly to
houses.
Trumbull already.
Yes, and they get billed directly from Trumbull.
Yes.
Our thing is, is the whole, no, nothing's been approached with that yet. No. It has to, but no.
And we,
We have to do something soon with,
Yeah, I mean, because
River
that's,
Road, 'cause that River
there's a
Road
lot of stuff coming down that
is a,
road.
is a
I
big,
was gonna
a
say,
big
And
expense.
one of them is getting reviewed right now.
can we get that on the agenda for next meeting potentially?
We could do, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to, I gotta get corporate counsel in. Or how do we talk about that?
I think just put it on the agenda and start the conversation.
No, like Pace said, probably want to get your group together, make up an agenda, and then call for the meeting with planning and zoning. You're not talking, you weren't talking about having like different rates for different organizations and stuff like that, or,
Not different organizations.
I mean, like, let's say, commercial rates versus.
However, we need to do it, but remember we were discussing that we're far below the market price. We've got a lot of maintenance that has to get done on the
He's talking
facility,
Stratford.
right? So you have Stratford, you also
Yeah.
have Shelton. We've just taken a pricing or a rate increase. You know, but Stratford is significantly more. Eventually it will continue to eat into our margins, just based on the difference. And as Stratford continues to, jack up their rate, you know, it's just gonna continue to impede us from doing maintenance at the facility. That is probably overdue for some maintenance already. So I think just overall, we need to look at the sewer rates in comparison to the other towns in the area, which we know were under market value. And then discuss how do we want to handle those that are going to Stratford. I think that will require legal input and how do we handle that.
I think that's what we want to talk about amongst ourselves in a private session. Put all of this down, my opinion, and try to, you know, run the table on everything we want to discuss.
Exactly.
very, very important one too, yes.
Just,
But
is
there's
that,
some, two big projects that are coming down there that
I
are going
think-
to
I mean,
Stratford.
what you-
But granted, we
Big
have to
deal.
give them an approval,
agree
and they
with
have to
you.
get approval by Stratford.
Right.
No matter what, you know that, right? We have to give it and then say contingency on what Stratford does. Stratford might say, listen, if you're coming to us, you guys owe me, we want $5 million. I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
We obviously have to have. the
I don't
conversation.
know. I've been looking into it, but on my own, but I've been busy with a bunch of other stuff and I haven't had enough time to do. I need time on that one.
Okay.
And I've talked to corporate about it, a couple lawyers, and put it on their plate, but I don't know how to handle that one.
we've also talked about that for 9 years that I've been on.
Sure.
And, for 7 of the 9 years, it was an absolute no. Not gonna go up and we're not gonna communicate with the other towns. So I think it's more than time, like you said, we've gotta do it now. There's a couple other reasons too, which I don't wanna bring up today, you're just ridiculous, but we're in a private setting, not that this is, harmful forum, but I don't wanna start something today that I don't have a lot of time, but the cost, it's not just a cost factor, it's other things that have to be addressed at the same time and that affect other people in town, and we've never done that. We just, oh, we're not doing it, and then, so we move on, and we just keep moving on. I'd love to stop and address that,
Thank you.
full time.
You gotta sit down prior to any of this and really set some sort of agenda. Otherwise, you're just gonna go in and talk and get no.
Now so you got two items so
Set-
far on the
yeah.
agenda. First one we talked about, and then this is the overall pricing as related to other towns.
So, do we have any, I know we probably don't, do we have any idea how far Fussell and Glen is with the new plan for the sewer assessment? I think there's
Oh, no,
No.
not yet, no.
nowhere near time. So that's something I'm gonna adjust to, but not right now.
No.
But Fussell and you, the new plan. Okay. Any other thing on capacity, Bill?
No, just wanted to give those out to you guys. We
Okay.
had somewhat, in case any questions come up, you got them.
This is great, thank you.
Can I make a suggestion?
Certainly.
Why don't we, each individual member, think about what we wanna discuss when we have this executive session. Next meeting presented to you informally. You can look it over. And you somehow set some sort of agenda and guidelines. Otherwise, I just don't think we're gonna get very far.
You set the agenda.
And
Okay.
even if you present them, posed as a question,
Definitely, I'll work on that. Anything else? Mike, anything? Thank you. The financial statement, we're gonna bypass, right, Bill?
Yeah, there's nothing, there's preliminaries, but. we'll go
There's
over that
nothing,
later.
I didn't see anything.
And plus, Bill's not here.
And Bill's, not here, exactly. Well, motion for adjournment?
No, hold on.
What?
So in your pamphlets, you got Fuss and O'Neill's. The on-call engineer that they asked for, and here's the level 4 operator for the plant. Contract.
These are rates that we asked. them?
Yeah, they're all in the back. They're all the same.
so has this been signed?
Yeah,
Yeah, signed on the
These rates are on par with standards.
yeah, I mean, they
What we
change,
had
you'll
before.
see they changed some stuff, corporate council. And yeah, as far as. Here's the best I could tell you is, are they the same rates as everybody? I don't know because there was only 2 people.
Same rates as other towns, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that.
I was just, if they were like relatively similar as the last,
The Weston and Sampson?
yes.
I don't know. I haven't been here long enough to know that. I'm paying enough bills I haven't even gotten a bill from Fuss and O'Neill yet. They've only been working for a month, so.
Yeah, 'cause I think we were saying we would approve it as long as the rates were similar to Weston and Sampson.
I just gave them to you. I can't tell you that. And even if there weren't, where are you gonna go?
Nobody else bid.
Yeah.
When we had it out for bid.
We're kind of stuck right there for now.
And Weston and Sampson did not rebid. We only had one bidder, and that was Fuss O'Neill.
Do we know why Weston and Sampson didn't wanna?
We asked them any questions.
And by the way, Fuss O'Neill was on board from like 2011 to 2022, probably about 10, yeah, about 2020 maybe, okay? As our on-call. And the junior engineer regarded to Virgil, remember we met Virgil that night, reported to Virgil, Matthew. When he switched companies, our term ended with Fuss O'Neill, we decided to go with the new company.
Unknown caller.
Who also had another couple of things. Another couple of things, offered to us. But they dropped the ball, to be honest with you. They didn't come through. Bill wasn't even here for this. Maybe he remembers. They came through and said,
Okay.
look, if you guys need parts, we got access to parts. You'll never run out of parts. One time, we didn't call on them for like 3 or 4 years. Or one time we called them, I think just the point when he joined us, they didn't have any of the parts. That was all a line. So we might be paying a little more for Fuss O'Neill.
Yeah.
But I think that just by my standards, observing of professionalism and their response time has been pretty good so far, right?
Yeah.
We've witnessed that, has been much better. So that might in turn cost the city a little bit
Well,
more.
I don't think they like the idea that we question that bill.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why they.
That was part of it, yeah. I mean, as we keep moving along, I think we've only been with them, what, 4 months so far?
Yeah,
So
but
far.
Virgil's been around, he's been around
I
here a
mean,
long
Virgil's been
time.
around.
Was Virgil here with
Mhm.
New Point? So 16,
Yeah.
we still had Fuss and O'Neill. I think the switch was in 18 and 19, right? 20, I don't know. But yeah, we had them for a long time.
I'm gonna say they're definitely not the cheapest, I would say. How's that? But they were the only ones and the other one was out of country.
And I know we definitely need an on-call engineer, so I guess we are where we're at.
But there they are, so you have them.
Whereas all this voting that was supposed to have been done today is gonna be transferred to November's meeting.
Yes.
We might have a special meeting, I'll let you know, because I think we gotta get the dates in this month, right? For the
For the
meeting,
meetings for next year.
I'll let you know,
You mean, and schedule.
yeah.
The meeting schedule. Okay, anything
And then
else?
we need to discuss oh, no, we don't, but yeah, that's it.
Get a motion for adjournment? Okay, Mike. Thank you very much. Sorry about the no quorum to vote, but we tried.
Are you sure you're supposed to have 5? We all?